You do a good 30 days of just gutturals, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. I'll sound like DMX by like the 10th day. It's 2025. Cup that mic. I don't care what kind of mic you got. Cup the hell out of it. This is D from Peeling Flesh, and this is how I learned to scream. Ooh, what was the first extreme vocals I've ever heard in my life? I want to say... That's a hard one. It might have to have been something on the radio, like super old Fall Out Boy or something where they had heavier vocals. It could have been something like that. But I want to think back maybe like Suicide Silence. Maybe. I think that might be it, yeah. I did not know that humans could do such a thing, but I knew immediately that I wanted to try to figure out how to do it. I was like middle school. God damn it. We was like middle school, like 14 or 15 maybe. And I was just, in my room making weird noises. How did I start working on vocals? I was probably a shower vocalist. I was a shower, bathroom, closet vocalist, or if I had friends who were into it, we'd totally do that goofy thing. We were in the room screaming songs together. But that's what we did. I was an only child, so I would just like come home before everybody else, and that was my chill time to sit there for like 30 minutes and just enjoy an album to the fullest and maybe practice vocals to it. It when I first started doing it, you can't tell me it didn't sound absolutely terrible. It had to. It's the rules. I don't think anyone's just fresh out the gate. Will Ramos, just the GOAT out of nowhere, so I feel like it probably took me a while to be like, okay, this sounds cool. Oh, I tried to sound like Maddie Way from Damonteal Harris. That was the slam band for me. I was like, I want to sound like that. Everything I want to do that. Slam heads will argue that is not the best album, but Anomalies of Artificial Origin is the best Abominable Putridity album. For highs, Mitch Lucker. I wanted to sound like that. That was the goal. At Maddie Way lows, Mitch Lucker highs. My throat hurt when I first started doing it, and it still hurts to this day. There's you do a good 30 days of just gutturals, you're gonna feel it. I'll sound like DMX by like the 10th day. What I had to work towards the hardest was probably the lows. I feel like somehow the highs came naturally. I don't know. And so I was trying to just focus. I was like, how do I get the highs to just be lower? And so I was kind of doing the same thing. But then I had to realize that you got to kind of do them different. But highs came naturally first. And then gutturals are what I had to work towards to sound the way they do to this day. Still forever working on them. Clarity's like, I feel like live is when people are like, okay, he might have vocals. He might have actual lyrics, and there are lyrics. But Clarity live is kind of like a treat if you see us live. But on the album, it's not that much important. Oh, my parents, they love it now. Now that they can like get VIP at shows and everything and just sits, they cool guy side stage, they love it now. At first they were like, he's doing this thing, and then they were like, oh, he's traveling and doing this thing. Then they were like, oh, he's traveling a lot of places to do this thing. He might be doing something serious. And then I got him on the guest list at like the biggest venue in our hometown, and they were like, we approve. They were like, free drinks, side stage, we approve. Cup in the mic, favorite thing to do. I am a cup mic advocate. Free the cup. It's, some might call it the triggers of vocals, but I just like the way it sounds. I like the way it makes me sound. Don't be afraid to cup. It's 2025. Cup that mic. I don't care what kind of mic you got. Cup the hell out of it. My sound guy is, I don't want to tell him he's good at his job because he doesn't need an ego, but he's kind of good at his job. I'm going to say he's kind of good at his job. He's all right. No, our sound guy's amazing, and he makes my cupped-ass mic sound great, honestly. He makes it sound great. We smoke a lot of weed in our van, and we and we cough, and then I'm like, cool, I'm ready to go. And then afterwards, I have these little all-natural throat thingies, but I just take those after, like little dissolvables, all natural. That's about it. Put a lot of people onto it. Throat calms. You can get them at Walgreens, little tablets, dissolve, all natural, not a drug. Can't OD on them. Sick. The difference between live and in the studio is I'm pretty sure our last album is the first album I ever did standing up. Something about sitting down and doing vocals, I don't know. You kind of get a little more comfortable, but standing up, guitar players know. Playing guitar sitting down versus standing up, it's so different. But standing up is a vibe now. I might do that from now on. I feel like that's probably the only difference is I'm sitting down, all comfortable, legs crossed, chair back. Ooh, something extreme metal vocalists should never do before going on stage is rip those disgusting hot dabs out of your high school dab rig and just cough and just smooth out your throat, and then you go up there and you sound like Marge Simpson, and it's all bad. It's all bad.